I'm glad you can make it. I basically want to talk about this thing called success. What we call success. What we have been conditioned to understand as success. Actually, this whole idea of discussing success came about yesterday when I was observing someone over the internet explaining his experience with someone who is considered successful, and the primary observation he made of the individual was that the individual is always working. So he kept reiterating that fact of always to be working. So now, just looking at that, I just have to say, so what he's saying is, if you want to be successful, like the individual he interviewed who happened to have a private jet, then you need to always be working. And the whole idea is that having a private jet and being famous and making a whole lot of money is the happiness you're after. And in so doing, then you need to be working all the time to attain the things that will bring you the happiness, or that sort of lifestyle that would bring you the happiness. Of course, when you look into it, what what you really want is the happiness. So I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what the success is pointing to, or the idea of the success is. It's pointing to you wanting to be happy, and you interpreting happiness to be in the acquisition of fame, lots of money, and a private jet. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with any of these things. I wouldn't mind a private jet. I don't have one now. I wouldn't mind one. Am I supposed to wait until I get it to be happy? Am I supposed to wait till I am successful to be happy, or considered successful in someone else's eyes or my eyes? Obviously, instead of, I would replace excuse me, when he says working all the time, to being joyful all the time. Because obviously that's what you're working for. So I'll just cut out the working all the time and just go straight to the be joyful all the time, because that is what you want. That is what you're searching for. That is what you're seeking. That sense of joy and happiness. So cut out the middleman, if you will. Just cut out the middleman. Go straight to it. There's too many things in the middle, blocking the view, the clear view of joy and happiness and freedom, peace of mind. These are all the things we are looking for. And when we have it now, when we can attain it now, especially when we don't have those things, if we can attain peace, happiness, and joy right now, especially when we do not have the private jet, the fame and fortune, then that is perfection. Because we can't wait until we attain those things to have it, because then our happiness and joy would be due to the material manifestations and not actually coming from within us. So that breaks it down. I'm just breaking it down. Basically, be joyful all the time. I wouldn't say to be successful, make sure you're always working. To me, if you want to be successful, be joyful all the time. Be joyful all the time. Be in happiness all the time. Always be joyful. Always be happy. As much as possible. That is a success right there. And in so doing and in so being, then your life will resonate and respond and reflect that joyful state of being and state of mind. When you have the peace of mind, you can then entertain and receive ideas and impulses due to the space that is there within your mind. So I'm just ending with that. I just have to say, why would I go for success in working all the time, which is to ultimately lead me to happiness, when I should just cut all of that out and go straight to the happiness all the time? And then whatever we're doing just becomes joyful, and we will find what we like to do in life. We will find what we prefer to do in our life. And then naturally, just because it's part of us, it's in our heart, we will naturally be doing it all the time without thinking about it, without anyone else telling us we should be working all the time. Because once I get into my mind that I should be working all the time, then that's just a never-ending loop right there. So I'm just going to start working all the time in order to attain the happiness that will someday come. No, I'd rather be happy all the time. Alright, that's pretty much it. Have a great and perfect day. Talk to you later.